I can't say we were awoken by thunder. We were blasted out of the bed by thunder. All right, kids, it's travel day. We're being quiet because we don't want Walter to hear us. Do you, when you're pulling up to a dump station and you see somebody dumping out their rig with no gloves on?
Do you kind of go, ugh?
Does it make you want to throw up a little bit in your mouth?
We're being judgy. That's horrible.
We're being judgy. We got our judgy pants on. But
judgy
dude,
pants this morning.
Wear your rubber gloves, man.
Martha, my girl Martha's doing
Martha's
right.
got her rubber gloves on. And she's in a Cruise America.
So she doesn't even own it, so she's just renting it, but she's got it right.
She's just a rental, but she's doing it right.
She's doing it right.
Well, Walter over
Mr.
here.
Airstream over here.
Oh, dude, put some gloves on.
I mean, not to shake his hand if I
No. Just as a basic rule of RV life, if you're at the dump station, don't be shaking anybody's hand. Anyone.
Right, true. That's true.
That's the end of this episode of Judgy Monday. I am not
Big gloves.
being a Walter. Gloving up. 90-degree elbow because, you know, you want to enjoy all the visual fun of this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna know. Ew, no. No. I cook, he dumps. It's a circle of life.
Well, we found the shitty road part of Maine. Ow. So our plan is to go from the most southwestern point, being San Diego, to the most northeastern point, which is the West Quoddy Lighthouse. So today we're moving from Searsport up to Eastport, which is where our campground is, and that's just north of Lubec and the West Quoddy Lighthead.
So apparently, this is our view for the next 5 days.
We landed at Seaview RV Resort in Eastport, Maine. It's nestled on the inlet to Passamaquoddy Bay, and while we didn't see any whales, apparently they do frequent the waters. The campground was lovely, and it was just a short drive to the city of Eastport, which was an eclectic fishing harbor that included this wild unicorn made out of fishing tackle. And you can't be a harbor town without a mermaid. There was a small shopping section, and Horn Run Brewing had some amazing beers. Last night was interesting. These weird kind of puffy, underbellied like clouds were, I don't know how else to explain it.
It was just
We're kind of moving, but they were moving really fast. A friend of ours online mentioned because I posted a picture of them, and she mentioned what type of clouds they're called, and I forget the name. But I went and started looking at it this morning, and it said that those clouds many times precede violent storms. Dude, last night we had thunderstorms that rolled through here. I can't say we were awoken by thunder. We were blasted out of the bed by thunder. I don't know, that bolt must have hit somewhere really close.
Like it hit right out at the end of the trailer.
It shook the whole trailer. You could feel it in your soul.
Even more sad, which was just like, I don't like thunder, but Gracie doesn't mind it. Last night, she was dead asleep. She flew.
She bolted out of the bed.
Out of the bed.
It's a good thing we had the pocket doors open when we sleep, because not, she would have bolted head first right into one.
Literally, it was a flying chihuahua out of that bed last night.
What's the plan for today?
Laundry?
Yeah, so this is the one negative I will say about the Seaview RV resort here in Eastport.
It's very small.
It's a very small negative, but because everything else here is beautiful. Gosh. But their laundry room is only open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's a very narrow window for doing laundry. So we're going to run over to a local town. When I say local, that's like 35 miles from here. We're going to
go 35 miles to do laundry.
To do laundry. But it kind of gets us going in the direction we wanted to go, because today we're going to go over to West Quoddy to get to that most northeastern point of the United States, which will be basically the end of our northeastern movement, and then we'll start moving back west. We're also going to go over to Lubec, which is another small town over there by West Quoddy. Welcome to the glitz, the glamour, the constant fun of RV life, the laundry. How much longer do we got?
We're here for about an hour.
Another hour of this. It's all glitz and glamour.
Right?
I think we officially did it. We went from the most southwestern point of the United States, leaving Chula Vista, California, and we are now in the most northeastern point of the United States at the West Quoddy Head Lighthouse, just south of Lubec, Maine. So we just had this inspiration to do it, and so we've made it. So we're gonna look around the lighthouse a little bit.
Enjoy the view.
Enjoy the view.
In the moment.
The West Quoddy Head Lighthouse is not just a beacon of light, but a living testament to maritime heritage. Located in the easternmost point of the United States, this lighthouse has witnessed the ever-changing tides of history. Its story began in 1808 when it was first lit to guide mariners navigating the treacherous waters of the Bay of Fundy. Generations of dedicated keepers and their families lived here, tending to the light even in the harshest conditions. Over the years, the lighthouse underwent renovations and upgrades, adapting to the evolving needs of maritime navigation. Today, it stands as a proud symbol of Maine's coastal heritage, welcoming visitors from around the world. So way more important than making it from San Diego up to West Quoddy, we have gotten to the most northeastern brewery in the continental United States. We made it to Lubec Brewing Company, which is a small brewery in the town of Lubec, and they have an amazing red. They also have an amazing whatever it is Tony got. Do you remember? She has no idea what it is, but it's really tasty.
I told him I wanted something light. That's what he gave me. Tasted it. It was awesome, so I went away.
Yeah, we don't need all the details. We just need good flavor. So we just finished up in Lubec Brewing Company, and you know they had really good beers because Tony Tao had 3 of them, and she can't stop shoving bugles into her face. Those have a good crunch. So Lubec is the most northeast town, I think they bill themselves as the most eastern town in the United States. You can actually take a bridge from Lubec over to the Canadian side. We're referring to that bridge as
free healthcare.
The free healthcare bridge. Now the only problem right now is I parked at the very last spot of parallel parking, and I made a mistake that I don't normally make, and that is I backed up a little too far and I don't have a whole lot of room to back out, and some knucklehead did this. I can't even see his trunk over the front of my hood. So it's going to be fun trying to get out of here.
I think it's a Tesla.
I'm not sure if it's a Tesla or not, but I do know. Oh, hold on. We may have just gotten lucky because I think the owner of this vehicle just showed up. Oh, we just got lucky because they're getting in the car and they're gonna pull forward. Yay, life just got so much easier. Thank you, parking gods. Hold on, we gotta get out of here before somebody else pulls in and screws it up.
Virginia.
Virginia?
That's her license plate.
Oh, she's from Virginia. I thought you were saying her name was Virginia, and we all know that in Maine, her name is not Virginia.
Martha.
It's Martha. All right, quick question. So how many of you have done this? We booked the campground through Friday, so we're leaving on Friday. And then we booked our other campground and said, well, we're leaving on Friday, so we need to start the next booking on Saturday. Yeah, no, we needed to start the next booking on Friday because we're leaving on Friday. So about halfway through this week, we realized we don't have a place to stay for Friday night. So we wound up being able to extend in the campground that we're at, and we have this big move literally across the street. Okay, so you know how I was complaining that we screwed up and didn't book our sites right, and now we have to stay another night? Sometimes things happen for a reason. When I went to go hook up the trailer, I discovered that one of the bolts on our jack stand, the top of the bolt had snapped off. If today had been a full travel day and we would have been hauling across New Hampshire and Vermont, we would have been screwed. So we got lucky. This thing snapped at the right time, so today we're still in this campsite and we got a chance to fix it. All right, so I'm gonna pull this jacket bike stand off while I'm hooked up to the truck. Hopefully I can get a pair of pliers on that remaining bolt and twist it out. If not, I'm gonna have to get an easy out. Either way, I'm gonna have to go to the hardware store because I need to get a new bolt. So we got lucky, and the bolt that had snapped off the head, I was just able to put a pair of vice grips on it and it spun right out. So I didn't need an easy out or anything. Something else, a reason why I love the RV community. So for the last 4 days, we've been camping next to Jeff and Joyce. Wonderful couple. Well, Jeff, so I didn't have to hook this thing up and unhook it and hook it up and unhook it 4 times while I was trying to get all this stuff done. He just went down to the hardware store for me and he's picking up bolts. So yeah, it's a lovely community. All right, Jeff just came back with the bolts. They fit perfectly. We're gonna crank this thing down and then be back in action. Two thumbs up, that's 1, that's 2. 2 thumbs up for happy, friendly, helpful RV neighbors. Jeff and Joyce, thank you guys. You saved us. Good morning, kids. I'm gonna keep this a little quiet because it's still early and there's campers. I want to talk about Maine a little bit. First off, I want to say thank you to Maine. It's something's kind of changed a little bit in Tony and I while we've been here, and it's odd because we didn't expect to be here until about 3 weeks ago when we had this crazy idea of going from the most southwest point of the United States up to the most northeastern point of the United States. But I think we were supposed to be here because something weird happened while we were here. I think Maine is such a beautiful state that both of us kind of found a way back to seeing some kind of beauty in the world. After losing Danielle and going through COVID and all of that ridiculousness, quite honestly, I was pretty much done with this rock that we're all meat tractoring around. I really couldn't see any beauty in it anymore. And something about Maine, I mean, Tony picked up painting watercolors while we were here. So she's starting to do some of these amazing watercolor paintings after only like 2 weeks of painting. I started grabbing the camera and just going out and photographing and videoing nature. So again, I think we're starting to see some of the beauty in the world again, which is a good thing. I mean, I don't think, Tony and I have talked, we're never going to get over losing Danielle. That's not something you get over, you just learn how to deal with it. And I think maybe this is a step towards learning how to deal with it. So yeah, thank you, Maine. You now have a very special place in my heart. Alright, we're out of Maine, we're heading towards Vermont and into New York. So we'll see you on the road.